As you might be aware, I live in a tiny little apartment here in New York, and when I say tiny, I really mean tiny. But just because I live like that doesn't mean that everybody else does. So today I want to bring you along and show you what a more average size apartment looks like here, while also giving you the chance to meet Falyn and get to know her just a little bit better.
Hey AV, welcome to my apartment. So I ended here in New York City particularly by chance. I am a student here earning my master's degree in forensic science, and originally I was supposed to go to a school in Philadelphia and put my deposit in and everything, and unfortunately at the last minute they let me know that they closed the program because of lack of funding. Long story short, they put in a good word with the advisors here because my application here was still pending, and I got into the one school in particular which was my top here in New York City. So that's how I ended up in this area. I know what all of you are thinking. Why in this small room do you have a queen bed? Listen, I like my space. Why do I want a twin bed? I don't know. I'm actually considering getting a twin bed and downsizing. This is my little office space over here, and it has some of my gaming stuff. My cabinet with my figurines. Over here is my nightstand, my laundry, and where my plants are by the windowsill. Then if we come this way, we have the kitchen. And it is quite the small kitchen, but what's really nice about it is that it has a dishwasher. Admittedly, I order out quite a bit, but when I do cook, I use my trusty dusty gas stove to my right. It was definitely a little bit difficult at first, but now I don't mind it so much. I really don't mind a small space. I have everything I need here, sometimes too much, and I think that was the big adjustment, coming from a larger home and bringing my things from that larger home to this apartment. It's definitely downsizing a lot, and I have stuff under my bed, I have stuff shoved in closets, admittedly. So I try to make the most of my space, but it can be a little bit difficult at times. I know I am very fortunate and I'm very lucky to have found this apartment. I know some people might disagree because, oh my God, it's so small. Why would you ever consider yourself lucky to have gotten an apartment here? But I got it during COVID times. I found the apartment at a COVID rate, which then was $17.50 a month. It since has gone up, so I'm currently potentially looking into other options around in the city since I'm going to be staying here a little bit longer than I originally expected. But I'm happy to stay here. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where life takes me. And yeah, I don't regret getting an apartment here whatsoever because it turned out to be an amazing experience. Of course, when I first moved in, the walls were completely blank, but a lot of the wall art that is here now is from various different anime conventions. So the two in particular I've gone to are Otakon in Washington, DC, and also, of course, Anime NYC here in Manhattan. As you can see, I have a lot of my clothes hung here, and of course it's in color order, which is much to Alex's demise because he does happen to be colorblind. Such a shame. I do have some under the bed storage down here, and this harbors some of my other clothing, so my jeans, t-shirts, sweatshirts, and athleisure. Because in New York, you really have to use up every square inch that you are given of space. And this is how I do it. Besides being a graduate student here, I do work as an adjunct lecturer. So it's just basic teacher stuff. I'm grading, I am giving feedback on assignments, and I am currently teaching biology 2 to undergrads. And this upcoming fall semester, I am set to be teaching again. I love how bright it is. I love how colorful it is. When you come in here, I wouldn't say it's exactly relaxing, but I don't know, it's fun, it's exciting, it's vibrant, and I think it just gives off a good vibe. One thing in particular I do not like about this apartment, but I think this is just New York in general, maybe a little bit more so this place. It's the fact that through my AC, I will get like this black sludge that comes in, so I am constantly dusting things off. And I could actually probably reference, this is from my windowsill, and it'll be full. So, and I'm telling you, I consistently keep up with this. I'm not a dirty person. I do not like any of that stuff. So it's just, it gets really dirty really easily, and you have to keep up with it very often. So there are 2 closets in this apartment, and this one in particular is a utility closet, which I apologize in advance. It's a little bit of a mess. So this is where I keep my Swiffer, I keep my vacuum here, the various tote bags I've acquired in the 2 years that I've been here, which any New Yorker knows you're gonna buy a few tote bags. So that is that one. And then if you come down the hall, I have another closet, and this is in contrast to my clothing rack. It's all of my darker clothing, which is the clothing that I usually wear anyway. And that is here with a lot more pairs of shoes. Oh hey, didn't see you there. Welcome to my bathroom. So as you can see, there's a little bit of the same theme in here. I tried to keep the colors consistent with the rest of the apartment, even down to the fun yellow robe I have here and the pink little rug. I do have my own shower and my own toilet, which some of us cannot say the same about. And of course, here is the faucet. Something I've learned about New York City while living here is that New York is definitely what you make of it. You can either sit around and be miserable, or you can fill your time with experiences and new people and fun. And that's not to say that my life isn't filled with downtime every now and then, but it definitely takes a special type of person to live here. I think you need to be really resilient. I think you need to be confident and somewhat of a go-getter. And you need to be disciplined. But if you believe that you have those traits, you very well could make New York City your next home.